Bryan G come take over. We want more drum and bass round, yeah. Get ready as my selector give you the jungle rock.
Hi and welcome along to another V Recordings podcast. It's a mid-month edition for March and we're going to carry on the theme and have a catch-up a little bit later on. But for now we got some super duper music.
Nights when the moon's so high in the sky, so
kicking off with DRS.
Not a cloud to be seen. We could see the light pollution from the city way below, but if we don't look down we wouldn't notice. Know what I mean? So free, so pure, hear the air so clean.
And Zah
to be so
and Dan Harris.
But being we both aware we'll be retreating soon from the sunbeams and how these few loose words destroy a lifetime's dreams. Gotta keep it me, gotta keep it you, gotta keep
track entitled Like to Know.
You, all the things you see in me and how a few misunderstandings bring a lifetime misery to
V Recordings podcast. Let's go.
History. Meanwhile, this weed so strong, I need my antihistamines. I always beef with anything reliant like I'm Mr. C. This life's just a series of highs and lows. Lost lessons, information we'd like to know. Count blessings, then money and find your soul. Instead of stressing about the things that we can't control. You see, this life's just a series of highs and lows. Lost lessons, information we'd like to know. Count blessings, then money and find your soul. Instead of stressing about the things that we can't control. Now we know that life's reckless, like smoking hash on waterbeds. Been reckless all my lifetime. Swear before the watershed they keep on putting muscle on us, kinda like they bought us sleds. I keep my mind in outer space, mostly off imported meds. 7 strains at a time, I keep them on the ordered shelf. I like to share but no one's here, so these are labeled all to self. White ash space shuttles keep me where the angels slept. When tiptoeing the satellites you have to rearrange. You see, this life's just a series of highs and lows. Lost lessons, information we'd like to know. Count blessings, then money and find your soul. Instead of stressing about the things that we can't control. You see, this life's just a series of highs and lows. Lost lessons, information we'd like to know. Count blessings, then money and find your soul. Instead of stressing about the things that we can't control. Can't control.
Like I said, we got some super duper music this month. Check this one out. Brand new Jumping Jack Frost and the Beat Merchants.
Say, Junior, come on. Love me tonight. Love me tonight. Please me tired. Come on, baby. Love me and love me tonight.
Features Omar and Donny. This one's the boom.
Tonight's the night for me and you. We got a lot of loving to do. So come on, baby. Love me and love me tonight. Joining your heart with mine. So you do. Hey, the feeling's gonna be divine.
this is BTK. You listen to the V Recording Show with Bryan G. Keep locked.
Liquid flavors from the Simple Souls. This one features IQ. Track entitled Good Morning. Shouts out to Bad Boy Smith. Also Lisa on your 50th. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Just want to big up the one and only Bryan G. Big love, Bryan. Enjoy the show.
Version excursion. Sugar time.
I love the bittersweet of it all.
sounds of Zar and Motiv featuring Anya.
Yes, this is Edward Oberon, repping V Recordings, and you're locked to the sounds of the one and only Bryan G. Big up, it's V forever, baby.
You should go with the one name. Why you always be running? Always busy on your phone. Doesn't matter what you say or do.
This month's catch up, we're going to catch up with Alibi. They got a brand new dub pack that they're going to be dropping this month, so we're going to be asking them about what we can expect and also what's going on with Alibi. So hold tight for that. But lots more super duper music. Just had something from Nookie. Something brand new right now from Mr. Joseph.
This is DJ Die representing Gutter Funk, and I'd like to send a big shout out to Bryan G, the selector's selector, the DJ's DJ, the dread at the controls, the original, re-recordings, vinyl experience. Keep it locked.
Carlito and Addiction, thinking about ya. Out to the Swerve Gang. Also got to send this one out to my boy DJ Marky. Get well soon, my bro.
Easy Bryan G on the V Recording Podcast. Absolute bless up foundation business.
keeping it in the mix as we get ready to chat to level 2 and DJ Chop, aka Alibi, real soon. In the mix we had tracks forthcoming from Unkoded, and after that Show Me by Jubei and dBridge. This is Serum.
Okay, let's do it.
Loving this one to the max. Brand new. Serum on a different flex. Love it.
And I want to hear some wicked tune, you know. Then you don't know a demon. Then you don't check out the Bryan G. Bryan G. Murda.
More new music from Unkoded. Step it to them, Boyaka. That's a mouthful. You just sort that out, guys. That's too much.
Anywhere we go, we Chimpo, some Binga. Ain't heard again when we fire burn again when we soundboy test them up.
Gonna play one more after this and then we're gonna have a little catch up with Alibi. Hold tight for that. Some Binga, Chimpo. Man like.
Switch the mic and I hit the stage and I anywhere we go we Chimpo, some Binga. Ain't heard again when we fire burn again when we soundboy test them up. Can't be slay cause I switch the mic and I hit the stage and I anywhere we go we Chimpo, some Binga.
One of those ones that's begging for the clubs. Sam Binga, Chimpo. Featuring Slay. Track and title, Murda Them. Forthcoming Critical Business. Right, I said I was gonna play one more, but we're gonna have a little chat with Alibi right about now. I said DJ Chap, level 2. Linked up a few years ago and formed the Alibi outfit. And it's just been tearing up the place ever since. And they're about to drop a dub plate pack this month with 12 exclusive tracks on it. Some remixes, VIPs. And some sick brand new flavors. So we're gonna have a little chat to them about their dub pack and what else is going on with Alibi. Yo, Alibi in the house. Yo, Wagwan Chap, level 2.
Wagwan Bryan,
good, man.
good?
Yeah? All right,
yeah, man, I'm good, man. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, man. As I said, Pedro, you've been releasing so much music. I mean, I remember one time a couple of years ago, when you told me how much releases you had on V, I was shocked. So you guys like killing it now on Liquid V, on V and stuff, and a lot of like sunshine music is coming from you, Pedro. I mean, Chap, you kind of like more on a rolling vibe. Sometimes it's sunshine vibe, but you was kind of like experimenting a bit more with deeper sounds and stuff. And then, all of a sudden I'm hearing about this new app that you two guys are going to start called Alibi. And the first thing I'm thinking about is Alibi. Just like when I heard DJ Chap, I'm like, that sounds like crazy. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, Alibi, because we have a TV channel. We have a TV channel here in the UK called Alibi. You get what I'm saying? And so first thing I'm thinking,
so energy.
Why Alibi? And
yeah,
also
Alibi energy drink, yes.
Also, there's a supermarket. There's a supermarket called Alibi or Albi. So I was like, it sounds like, yeah. So I kept thinking to myself, man, this new name, I don't know, because it sounds like a TV channel and it sounds like a supermarket. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know if I can.
Actually,
I'm just being honest.
Alibi, when we started, Bryan, with Alibi, this Alibi thing, like actually we all like made a session at Pedro's place, and there was me, DJ Andres, Critical Dub, both of them like Thiago and David, and Pedro. And then we made this tune for the Chronic Rollers Volume 3, I think, or 4.
Okay. I remember all of you. That's right, that track with all of you together.
Yeah, and
I'm trying to remember the name of it now.
Yeah, the track it's called Changes, I think.
Changes,
the name of
yeah.
the track.
Changes, right.
And then when we finished this track, we were thinking like, hey man, should we like get a new alias for all of us? And then the boys said, yeah, let's do it. And then let's think about some names. And then we were like thinking about, and then Pedro, what's about Alibi? And then all the guys, nah, Alibi sucks.
Yeah, I can imagine. Alibi, really?
Yeah, and then at the end, we decided, okay, let's just use our own names, like our own alias. And then the track was like Critical Dub Level 2 DJ Chop, blah 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 blah. Changes.
It was too much names on there. It was too long.
Yeah. And then I was working in a bus garage in Brazil for about 7 years, and I was about to leave this job because it was consuming much of myself, and then and then Pedro offered me a possibility to learn a new job with him, which is like sound designing and working for the television.
Yeah.
And then we started. I will try to make it short. We started working together. And we worked inside of a studio, and when we had like free time, our boss was a super nice guy, and he said, you can produce your music, no problem, but when there's job to do, you should do it.
Oh, that's good.
And it was no problem for him and for us as well, and then we made, like, in 1 week working together, we made about 7 or 10 tunes, like at least the ideas, and we finished like about 5 finished. And then Pedro said, hey man, what about we do a alias, like we do the Alibi thing, only us, because I remember like you were the only one who liked the name, and all the guys said
Pedro was determined to get something called Alibi. He just
try hard. I'm trying hard.
I said, oh, man,
you're not giving up.
Like all the guys, they didn't like the name, so I liked, so let's do it, and so that's how Alibi started, like.
Wow.
Because, but it was supposed to be many guys, but at the end it was just me and Pedro.
So it could have been. So Alibi could have been different then if if everybody had agreed when you made the track control changes, or what was it called? The track
changes.
Yeah. So if everybody had agreed to call it Alibi, the act, Alibi would be completely different.
That would be Alibi. It would be something completely different.
Because Alibi completely was different from, especially level 2. I would say maybe Chop, maybe there was some kind of rollers, kind of things that you was doing before. I remember even a few months ago you sent me that track from your the Black EP or one of the tracks, and so we had that kind of the vibe of Alibi where it is now. But level 2, you was doing Sunshine Liquid. That's like music and stuff.
A little bit rolling.
You were doing the odd rollers, but they were very funky and stuff. But when I listen to Alibi now, it's
actually the first tunes we made, it was Aftermath and Oxygen. But we did not send to anyone, and then we did Silhouette and Restless, and then we sent to Basher, and Basher liked it, and he said, I want to sign it, and we was okay, and we signed those tracks with him.
But I wanted to have some.
Then we sent the tunes for you. then we sent the tunes for you. It was Aftermath and Oxygen, and then you sign it
straight away, and sign you guys as well.
But in the end, everything went well, innit? At the end, everything went well.
Everything went perfect because, like I said, I signed the tunes and then I signed you guys so you can stop sending Alibi tunes elsewhere. So I was like, let me just sign them because I was like, you know what? I can see a different sound here in this Alibi. Even the early stuff, the first stuff that you was doing, it was not like level to, and it was different from DJ Chap. You know what I'm saying? It was deeper, more of that techier vibe and more experimental. And I was like, this is perfect because we didn't really have no one on the label doing this stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I just thought, perfect. You get what I'm saying? You know? And it just fitted right. And then like you guys
at that time, like,
go on.
At that time every day was different. You know, like every day a different guy. Like in our eyes, like a big guy, we're asking for our tunes. For example, like not only you were playing, but Mark, you were playing our tunes, like Kazra from Critical Records, and many guys. Like every day they were asking more and more for our tunes, and it made us like even more motivated,
more confident. Definitely, yeah. Because the direction was definitely more for the bigger clubs, festivals, and that's what I could feel in the music that you was doing. You get what I'm saying? Whereas before, the stuff that you was like, especially like with Pedro was doing, was more deeper, like liquid stuff, funkier stuff, and musical stuff. Whereas the Alibi stuff was just really stripped down, and so it kind of definitely worked for those big raves and big parties, big intros and stuff like that. And yeah, man, so I was loving it, man, loving it. And then you guys decided to do an album after a few releases, yeah?
Yeah, I think the album, it's just a natural process of the thing, you know, like we were making a lot of music and the things were getting serious and serious, and I think the album was there already, because all the tunes we had, we for example, when we started to make the album with this album idea, following your recommendations, let's say, like to write an album and get serious with the project.
Yeah,
all the music were there already, you know. We just had to stop and sort of, because we produced so many tunes, you know, and it was the process was just to stop and choose like which tunes we wanted to put in this album.
Yeah, the album was a no-brainer because of what was the track?
Definitely.
What was the big 12 you had before the album? You did something. We released it on vinyl as well. The track that you guys did, and we pressed it up on vinyl before the album.
It's Alibi. Trunk
was Trunk.
Yeah,
was
Trunk.
Trunk.
It was Trunk and yeah, with Copper.
Like an elephant above and beyond, and give you what you want. It hits you in the face like an Iverson dunk. It bumps like a body in the trunk. Everybody licks shots, everybody gets drunk, and it bumps like a body in the trunk. It's 10 on the Richter scale, the scale jumps, and it bumps like a body in the trunk. Everybody licks shots, we all get drunk, and it bumps like a body in the trunk. It's 10 on the Richter scale, the scale jumps, it bumps.
Yes, and that's when I thought to myself, yeah, you know, this is it now. This sounds like a proper hacked and stuff. And even seeing you guys at Sun and Bass DJing together and really owning that night that you played on, I think it was on the Spies night, and you guys owned the night, took it over, and that's when I said to myself.
That night was crazy, Bryan. Like
Fabio made the sharpest cry.
Oh man,
Fabio, once again, Fabio made
Fabio's cry. Yes,
it was so intense. You know, like we were thinking a lot about this opportunity that Spy gave us. Like, man, this is a Sun and Bass night, and this is the first time we're gonna play together, like as Alibi, and also. We came like from a different background. We were used to play DJ sets using turntables, and this CDJ thing was a whole new thing for us, you know what I mean? So, and then it was the first time we should play together in a big party, and also playing with CDJs. We were not familiarized with these things, you know, like like
serious
buttons, yeah, and full of buttons, full of light, you know, like. But we kind of try to find our way, you know, there. We had, of course, some experience, but not like in a big event such as Sun and Bass, you know. And okay, the night finally arrived, and all the DJs were smashing, like from the beginning to the end. Like I remember like watching my friends Dogface and Rio. They smash it, and then I think
smash it.
Yeah, who played after them? I think it was Etherwood or not.
Etherwood.
And then his set was so nice, and then Spy. Oh my gosh, Spy was playing like
Spy.
Big tunes, you know what I mean? Big tunes,
like a Spy.
Big tune.
He plays like himself.
I remember talking with Pedro, like, hey Pedro, we should start with this tune. And then Spy played a big one. Then no, let's change. Let's start with this another one. And then played another one. And I said, man, it's like what we are going to do, you know? And then,
but your intro blew off the roof though, because
Pedro said we have to play like we have to take the ace, you know, like now and play like a big intro. So let's do a big double drop and let's see how it goes, you know.
Wasn't it No Lights you kicked off with?
No, we kicked off with Spy, with Fighter.
We started with Fighter.
Because Spy forgot to play that one.
Was mixing with TC?
Yeah, fortunately, Spy forgot.
With TC, game over.
So we played, like, we started with Spy, Fighter, Unreal Remix Spy VIP.
That's right.
Double dropping with TC, game over. And GQ was crazy on the mic, like, whoa!
Somebody scream!
Man. I think after that mix, it was all over. And then, you know...
Yeah, because, you know, we have a card game in Brazil called Truco, right?
Uh-huh.
And if you are a Truco player, you know that you must to win the first round. It's like every battle, it's composed of 3 rounds, right? And if you're a Truco player, you know that you have to win the first round. And Pedro, I remember we talking like, man, it's like Truco, we have to win the first. Like we have to get first drop, like we have to make the first
big
one. And then said, okay, so let's do it, you know, let's Truco the guys, you know, let's Truco these guys, you know. And that's what we made, you know. I remember we played No Lights with the dub version with no vocals, and Spy was like, what is that? Hours and then wow,
yeah.
There you go.
Great, good memories. And then at the end of the set, like I couldn't believe like what we did, you know. And then Fabio came to us. Hey boys, come here. I have some stuff to tell you. And then I was crying like a baby, like
Fabio,
all the tension. Yeah, all the tension like went out, and he started to give us a speech. You know, Fabio is very good with speeches, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started crying like a baby, like and then the guy started hitting my head, like stop crying,
man.
baby.
On the moment. The noise and the vibe.
And all the vuvuzelas. Can you remember the Brazilians with the vuvuzelas?
I remember you lot had like. You lot was making the most noise. Just all the Brazilians was just out shouting everybody else. You get what I'm saying? It was like the party's over there where the Brazilians are. That's where the vibe is at. It's like, how does it work with Alibi? Because you're not in the studio together.
Now it's a little bit. Now it's a little bit different. It's a little different because we are so far away from each other. But the process is the same. I sent an idea to Fabio and he sent me back, and the most of time Fabio finishes. and it's working very well. I do. I make two bars and send to the shop, and shop finish, and I put my name on this. It's okay.
My name, and that's fine.
Okay, all right. I think we're revealing too much now. Right?
Okay.
So
it's a lie, people.
I know.
Well, then I'll be able to do that. Just send the idea and then add my name.
I know that's a lie because what was the track that we put on the? What was the track we put on the Planet V album? Me and you.
It's the last year, eh?
I remember talking to.
That's a Pedro thing.
That's what I was going to say. I remember talking to Fabio about that track, and he was like, "Oh, Pedro made this one here." So I know you're putting in the work, Pedro, right?
But actually, it's wrong to say like Pedro made this wrong or Fabio made this wrong. It's wrong to say because we exchange sounds and samples a lot.
Yeah.
So we have this Dropbox account where we put a lot of sounds there, and also the library. We share the library of sounds. We basically have the same sounds. Sometimes when I make like sessions where I'm only making sounds, I'm not making a proper song. So even if Pedro finishes the track, there are lots of sounds I made or we made together. So it's always collective. The work is collective.
All right, so let's move on to you guys did an album 2 years ago, yeah? Said and Done?
Yeah, man. It's there. I tried to make some advertising right there.
Yeah, I can see it there in the corner. Said and Done. So how fun was that making the album? Maybe not fun. I mean,
it actually is not fun, but it.
So what you're telling me now? I'm not going to be getting another Alibi album.
Ask Polsky and Ed Oberon if they are finding that it's fun or not. But it is it's a nice process, I have to say.
How long did it take you? A year to make?
If it was a year, we would make an album every year. It was more than 3 years.
Wow, get all the tracks together and everything, yeah?
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah. But it's a nice experience, like to work with such a big names like such as Serum and Cleavland Watkiss. You acquire lots of experience from these. I remember going to Serum's studio.
DRS,
to record this track with MC track together, and Leonardo was also there, and it was such a nice experience to see, to sit in a studio with a different guy, just to see how they work. You can learn a lot during the process.
You lot smashed that tune out in one day, innit?
Yeah, I remember going to Serum's. We took the train, and I was bouncing the stems from my computer on the train, and then we arrived there with full ammo, hey, we have this, we got this, Serum, what do you think? I said, of course, let's do it, and it was so fast. And then I remember track arrived at his place, and he was already, I think he had already something written on his
Truck said he was writing at the same time while he was doing stuff.
And then he recorded, and it was so nice. And then of course Serum, he's a nice guy, and the hospitality he offered to us, it was so nice. And I remember he made a lots of sandwiches, pulled pork sandwiches, and a lots of beer, man. I was in heavens there.
One thing I know about Serum, he loves his beer.
Yeah, and it was so nice, like a nice guy, and it was just a nice experience, So
that was a big track. Smash. What was it called again? What was the name of it?
Smash Through the City.
Smash Through the City.
Yeah.
running through the grit and the gritty, heavy stepping like we might as well smash through the city. Make it legend, no discretion, heavy flexing like y'all can't relax in the city. Vibrations, shaking feelings, monsters that will monster trust. We're about to kill this. Tower over skyscraping buildings, rebels with no pause, of course, it's just the realness.
I remember when we played this first time, the people went crazy. Like Marky, I sent to Marky and you, and it was really
big tune. Then you also did something with who else did you have on the album? You had Rhea. You did a track with Rhea.
Rhea, yeah, Laura. She's
Rhea, GRS,
so talented. Like I remember when she sent us the stems. We didn't have to do nothing. Like it was just perfect the way she sang.
Wow.
Like it, and we didn't have to tune nothing. It was so good, like to work with her. And we made 2 tunes. One was kind of an exchange for her EP on CIA Recordings. The track called Heart Heals. And for our album is the track called Make It Real.
Make It Real.
Tell me how you want it. Show me what you need. Tell me what you're thinking, and even what you feel. Tell me all your secrets, no matter what they are.
And also, like Pedro said, DRS was also really nice to work with him. Everything started with DRS in Brazil. When he went to Brazil in 2016, isn't it? I think. And I remember
I think
we had a studio session like with all the guys like Elside and Need 3 and Chico aka Robinho was there, Critical Dub was there, and we made like a session at the studio, like, and DRS was like there recording vocals to everybody, like.
Listen, so many tunes have came out of that recording session. Let me tell you,
yes, and Don came out there,
Nitri, Elside, No Sound, Simplification. It's got something. He must have been busy that day, Del, in that studio with you guys, man.
Yeah, man. We spent all day with him. We spent all day with him. All day, like recording, and actually, we were recording kind of pilot, you know. And then as soon as he went back to his studio, he re-recorded everything again, you know, just to have a proper recording, you know, before we started
some great tracks came out of that recording session. Trust me, man. I heard about that, man, and Del still, he's just killing it right now. It's DRS, man, he's smashing it, man.
Big up DRS.
Yeah, man.
So like we're moving on now. So like album's finished. You guys still rolling out tunes. You just dropped a single with Fox. Body and Soul, Mind and Soul.
If you put them on a pedestal, well of course them bound to look down in your face. If you treat them like some animals, don't you frown if you found that they see you is spray. If you put them on a pedestal, well of course them bound to look down in your face. If you treat them like some animals, don't you frown if you found that they see you is spray. Well, look behind the shiny, yeah. Take it as you find it, oh la la. Don't you be blinded, nah. Open your eyes and read that time. Look behind the shiny, yeah. Take it as you find it.
We were trying to find vocals for that for a long time, innit? Because I was playing the instrumental of that track for about 2 years, and I just love the instrumental. You know, my favorite part. I mean, the whole track is great, but when it breaks down, I mean, the breakdown is even shorter now that you've got the vocals in DRS. It was even longer before, wasn't it? The breakdown in the middle.
Actually, it was shorter, and then I made a version a little bit longer.
Oh,
and then we were playing this with the longer version, and then he recorded the vocals. But when he recorded it, he recorded the vocals, it was supposed to fit in this shorter version, but we managed to fit in the longer version, with the longer break. This is the solar recordings vibes, like this is Marcos Intellect's influence in us, like in our sounds, like.
And then when you got Fox on it, I was like, oh my god, because I was in love with the tune already. And then like to get Fox, who's like one of my favorite MCs in this DandB thing, on that as well.
Such a pleasure to
wow.
work. Yeah.
So that was a massive growth. And the video for that and stuff. So that went down really good. Really happy about that. And you've just decided to put a dub pack together now, yeah? You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, like
we had the idea of the put together, and we had the idea to put together some tunes for this dub pack. Some tracks we have made last year, and we put some new music and some VIPs that we made just for us, and then now they will be available, and we enjoy a lot to do that.
So how much tracks is on there?
There are in total like 12 tracks. We've been producing way too much, so I think this new thing, this dub pack thing, it's a way to approach the people who really loves our music, what we do, and it's something for them, like it's nothing for a big company or for the big media or so, like it's for the people who loves our music, and we are just happy that we could put these 12 tracks together for them. There are some really old ones, there are some new ones, mixed.
You say old ones, but when you say old, nobody's hardly had these tunes. They're just like you and some of the crew, some of the boys got them, but they're still new tunes, you get what I'm saying, and for people that are getting this dub pack, it's new tunes, there's no old tunes, you get what I'm saying, it's new tunes. Good tunes are good tunes. It doesn't matter. I mean, some of them I've been playing for a year or so. I've been playing like Through the Void. I love that one there, and I know that's a favorite of yours as well. You want to tell me a bit about that?
Well, Through the Void, for me, it's one of my favorites indeed. Like, I am used to make my intro like using this track when I'm playing live in the clubs, and it's nice the way it drops, the energy, and Pedro is the mind behind of this tune, it's like it's his like energy thing there, like. And, I mean, we work together, but it's you can see like Pedro coming like when he's DJing, and then there's this kind of bass line hit, and you see like Pedro's face coming together with the bass line hit. Like it's just fun.
Actually, we made this track to play at Marky Friends.
Yeah,
we made this track to play at Marky Friends when you came here. I don't remember which year. I think it was 2018. And then
I think we played with Colette Warren and Ben Soundscape, no?
Huh?
I think we played at Marky with Colette Warren and Ben Soundscape. And we made this track to play there.
Yeah. It was 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then
Ninja started.
What does Shuriken mean?
It's that ninja weapon, kind of the star where they threw against the people.
Okay.
Ninjas,
All right.
Yeah, so it's that, it's kind of a ninja weapon, white weapon, the kind of like sort of like a knife.
Well, it's a fitting name because the tune is like a weapon as well. You get what I'm saying? It's like a ninja tune as well because I play that tune out, especially the VIP. I was fortunate enough because that tune was made during the lockdown. But I was fortunate enough to play at a few parties during the lockdown, and I went to Prague, and there was a boat party, and so I managed to test it. I was like, oh man, I got all these new tunes to test that I haven't been able to play since lockdown. And I played Shuriken via. It was almost at the end of the night, and it was dark, and the boat was rammed, the big boat, and when that tune went down, the place just went mad, crazy, and it just kind of like, for me, just like what I was expecting from that tune, it delivered. It's just a badass tune, and the VIP is just badass. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. When you said you was going to put that on the dubstick, I was like,
different one.
That's just a proper.
It's a different tune, like
smash down the place tune, man.
Small rolling anything.
And then Directions. You want to tell us a bit about that one?
Well, Directions is more, it's kind of my vibes, what I mean? Like this big snare thing, sometimes
it's
I kind of like it because I love to be here and learning new stuff, but now I'm trying to be cautious the way I apply the stuff I learn in our music, because if depending on the technique you apply, you can change completely the way your music and your style will gonna sound.
Rubber Dub Street, man.
Wow, man.
Come on, man. Where are you going with that one? That one there. That just
Sharpie thing. It's a real thing.
I love this kind of rave.
Totally sharp.
Like we love that. And also, we can't deny, Spy is also a big influence to us, to our sound. You can you can recognize that when you listen to our sound, that there is a big influence from Spy. And this ravey thing, this more rave sounds, like such as Rua Dub,
it's actually called Rua Dub, but I call it Rubber Dub.
Rua means street, like in Portuguese.
Rubber Dub is great.
Rua's dub, something like that.
Right,
because it's the sound of the street, like you go to the street and you see all those madness.
When I hear that track there, it feels ghetto. It feels like the streets, the favelas of Brazil. It feels like that raw, and it's got the reggae in it as well, and the dub. Boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, it feels like somebody just continue.
It's Mawa, that tune is Mawa. It's my city, the city where I was. Mawa, like it's.
Oh man, it's crazy.
It's a big thing.
I love
like
that
it's
tune, man.
Like.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the standout tracks. Loophole is another mad, crazy, smash up the place tune as well. What's going on there?
Loophole, it's actually, there was a different version of Loophole, and the only guy who has this version is Elside.
Okay.
The drums are different. The drums are more like classic drums, like using aiming breaks, and it's not so technical. But for the dub pack, we wanted to try something more like, let's say, with more body, you know. So then we came with this version of the dub pack, and it's more inspired in some things like Break maybe is doing. Like I can tell you about the drums maybe, and the bass and the other sounds is more like this kind of sort of this modern rave club sounds, you know, let's say.
Well, deep tune that I really like kind of goes off for me as well, that I'm really loving. Deeper. What's going on there?
I remember talking with a friend, like Particle from Critical Records, and he said, "Man, this is sounding warm. Like, what did you do?" And I said, "Man, it's the analog stuff. You know, like I'm starting to use now." And Deeper, I believe it was the first tune I finished, like using recording sounds through analog stuff. You know, and it's Deeper.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah, man, I love it. And when the vocal comes in halfway through middle, when it goes deeper, and then it kind of switches into a kind of reggae bass line drop. You know the part of it. I'm like, yeah, man, this is vibey. You know what I mean? And we got Blue and Inception. I'm gonna take a bit of credit because you did that. You started that idea in my flat. Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember we were supposed to stay in Bristol, innit? Or
it was. Yeah, you came to my flat and you was there and you had your computer and then you said, "Oh, I'm gonna do a quick little VIP or something," and you just did it in about an hour. You get what I'm saying? I was like, what? And then you gave it to me, and I was like running with it for a while. But then it sounds like you polished it up a bit more.
Yeah. Like I remember doing that version at your place before this gig. I think we were supposed to play. I think at La Cota in Bristol. I don't remember.
Bristol, that's right. Yeah, and that's right. Right. And then Frontline. Oh, that's a nasty one.
This is Frontline.
Frontline, man, it's crazy. I remember I was looking for sounds and some samples, and then I bumped into this sample, like, because before finding the sample, I already had the name Frontline. Like, this tune is gonna be called Frontline. I don't know why, because maybe we Brazilians, we have something like with this name, like with this word Frontline, like especially in this culture of Rio funk music, you know, people like to say they are in the front line, you know what I mean? Like, okay. So I had the name before the sample. So, and then I started to say, okay, I started to think about, okay, now I need the sample which says Frontline. And then I went to many places such as YouTube and I found this documentary where they say this is Frontline.
Oh man, mad tune. And then you decided to tone it down for a couple, yeah? and get a bit deeper with like Dust and Surrender.
Well, Dust is the older tune in this compilation. Like we made this tune, I think, in 2015 to 16.
2015, I think.
Yeah.
It was it was the first one of the first tunes we made, I think.
And I remember giving this tune to DRS, and because we were making Said and Done together with this tune.
And Surrender.
Surrender, I remember I made these tunes short before this party, this V recordings party, the Planet V party at Steelyard.
Okay.
But the party, I think this part you didn't went there. I think you was playing with.
I was in Belgium with Frost.
Belgium, right? And then I made tune short before that party. And if you watch my set, which is available, it's on there. You can see there. I remember.
All right, so we got like 12. Are these tracks ever gonna come out? I mean, what's the plan? Because it's called Alibi Dub Pack, and what's the plan? Are these like never ever to be released, or maybe in a year's time, 2 years time, you might be released, or what's going on? What's the plan?
Like our idea is we wanted to make it to the Alibi fans, so do the respect like to these fans, you know. We are not planning to release it too soon because we want them to have something exclusive from us, you know. So that's the idea, you know, like to make something for the people so they can have something exclusive from us and they can smash their sets, and it's gonna be limited edition as well, so it's not everybody who are gonna be able to buy it. I hope like to believe it to deliver it to many people as possible, you know, but the main idea is to the true fans to have something exclusive where they can play at their sets, you know, and be happy, you know.
That's good, and
it's a nice way to build a connection with the people.
All right, so when is it out? You know, it could be 6 months or even a year or whatever, but at least they just got something, not like the normal promos that you get a lot and then 1-2 weeks time it's released soon as you get it through the post and stuff. You know, people want something exclusive, and so it's perfect. It's a good idea.
It's on our website, www.alibimusic.vip. So you're gonna find all the information there. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're interested in buying the USB stick, you're gonna find all the informations there.
Man,
Music.net.
DJs would be crazy to ignore this, man, because some serious slammers are on there. You get what I'm saying? Some great music on there. So for me, it's a steal. I think how much for is it? Or how much you selling them for? Because it's gonna be on a USB stick. Yeah. It's gonna be on a USB stick.
Yes, in a USB stick, like and a customized USB stick with our logo and in a nice box, you know. So we want to deliver really a nice product to our fans, you know, and we just hope that everybody enjoy. We are getting a lot of good feedback, because we also made some clips available in our SoundCloud, so people are listening to the clips and they are giving us good feedbacks, you know, and we are happy about that.
Okay, great, wicked. All right, guys. So I'll be sure everybody I know people been hitting me up already because I've been playing some of the tracks on my podcast, and I foolishly told everybody that it would be available in January, right? So I
thought it would be available in December, but I was a fool as well. This lockdown and all this I people understand because all this lockdown stuff, and things are hard, to get done, like it doesn't depend only on us, it depends on the distribution, on the guy who distributes.
There was a lot of things things down and stuff, so we thought we could have got it early, but everything's just taking time. So but it's definitely, I'm told, gonna be available this month, March. So
by the end of this month.
Head to the Alibi website, or if you go onto the V website as well, there'll be a link there as well that can take you to where you need to do to purchase one of these. I think it's limited edition as well, so get on the case fast, because I know
it's already available to pre-order. So if you really want it, if the people really want it, they should just go there and pre-order it.
Right. So okay, what else is going on then, guys? I mean, you got anything bubbling, forthcoming, future stuff? What you chap, and what's going on?
Well, we now are trying to organize better our project, Alibi, and we are trying to really separate some time to dedicate to our project.
So what are you telling me? That we're gonna get some more DJ Chaps music again?
Well, it's possible, to get some DJ Chaps. You remember in the beginning?
DJ Chaps.
Makoto is still calling me Chaps. Makoto, hey, Chaps.
or will DJ Chap be doing the alias?
We have many possibilities, like.
I
heard also Level 2 is making some good rollers, I have 2 already. Agile, and these tunes are just sick, I can't wait to play in the club.
So Pedro, you're back in the lab making music on the Level 2 again. We love that because we love Level 2, and it does have a different sound from Alibi. It seems to be a bit more like the more funkier rolling vibes, on still rolling out and all that, but it's more different,
more funky,
that funky.
You know what? Let me add something. Like when I produce alone, things tend to be too technical. I mean, it comes with the funky.
But it works for Alibi. It works with the Alibi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie. I miss Level 2 as well. Just like DJ Chop, I do miss your solo stuff. And I never thought about it, but it must be like you wanted to be yourself again. I mean, it's great doing the Alibi stuff, but does the thought ever come to you guys like, I just want to do some solo stuff and do some things on the lip? Yeah?
No, for me, it would be interesting because this year, 2021, I officially complete 10 years working with the V family. My first release was signed in 2011. 2011 was my first signed track. Like I remember talking with you. I remember starting talking with you in 2011. So 10 years. Wow. So it deserves something special. So I believe that I'm gonna be doing something as DJ Chap this year to celebrate this 10 years on the V family. It deserves.
Good to hear some DJ Chap, and I've already heard a couple of Level 2 tunes out that you've done, Pedro, and they sound great. I mean, I'm all over one of them already. I told you I'm signing. What was the track called? The second track?
Bite to the bone. Bite the bone as well.
And I'm just waiting for you to finish mixing it down, and that is definitely,
I can make it down, but I can make a special price for you, Pedro.
Okay, done. Okay, done.
the Alibi relationship doesn't work there now. It's just
yeah. Alibi is the main work. Is the main, it's the main project. Yeah.
We know how to separate stuff. So yeah, I will make a special for you, man. Don't worry.
Right. Yeah. So Pedro, you enjoy making music again, like solo?
Yeah, man. Actually, I did couple tracks as level 2. I have not finished yet, but I want to try to bring some more of the old essence, like my things in 2012 and 2011, and I think it's good. And to Alibi as well. Yeah. And I can do my thing, and the shop can do his stuff as well. And then we can put it together to do some Alibi, some new, new tracks as Alibi, but the essence is level 2.
Yeah, I think it can be refreshing that you can do Alibi and then you can just do something else without having to always be thinking on the Alibi vibe. Which is, I'm not saying don't do it, but as an artist, it must be good to kind of be able to do a different thing, which, you get what I'm saying?
At the end, Alibi is a mix of DJ Chop sounds and level 2 sounds, So I think it's nice to it's like one step back to go forward, So it's nice when you do one step back, like, okay, let me do something alone, and Pedro can do something alone. And then we feel more motivated to do stuff together, and we are good friends. We are a good team, So
definitely
things works nice, So I think it's nice to explore more the beginning again, like the sounds. Pedro, I remember when I listened to going back also for the first time, and also to the ghetto sounds, that's like a proper level 2 vibe. And I remember DJ Die playing guitar sounds in Brazil, and it was
man. I mean,
Hazard's put head notes on Fabric Live, I think, and I hear Turno play head notes and last month.
Yeah. I saw the video clip of Turno playing it, and
Turno play. I'm got surprised because this track is really,
there's a fun fact about Red Notes EP. Because
Shabby did the artwork.
Sometimes I make some adventures, like as a designer, I'm not a professional, I'm saying, like, I gotta say, but I did the artwork for this release for level 2, like the red notes with these red dots, and I made the artwork. So we are connected since forever, It's just nice the way things work out for us, No matter if it's level 2, no matter if DJ Chop, it doesn't matter if it's Alibi. It works,
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up. So, anything else? I mean, we've covered like most things what you guys are up to right now. You got like looking to start some new projects. I've heard a few things from you, level 2, and Choppy. You've been teasing me with a few clips and stuff.
Yeah, man. We gotta say we have like really cool projects.
So
going on.
The future definitely is looking exciting for both of you guys. Solo and as collabing as Alibi. So in fact, we're looking for another single soon. I mean, you've done some stuff with Slater.
Yeah, we have really cool stuff going on. Like on the go. Like we have this track we made with Slater, which is getting a lot of nice support from guys like you, like DJ Marky and Doc Scott.
And you got another big tune, and you guys also got another big tune on the DJ Andy compilation. And
this is another one with these rave steps. I love this these rave things, man.
That's a big tune. And I think that tune, when you give Andy that tune, it raised the bar of all the tracks that was the comfort for the compilation.
DJ Andy deserves all the best. And when he asked us, like, hey man, I'm doing a compilation. Do you have a tune you could give to me to include in this compilation? And he loved this tune as well. Like, it's called Rave Digger. He loved this tune, and he said, "Why not? You can have it." I said, "No, you can use this like as a single or something like that." Man, let's make the compilation big. So
well, because that was the first tune, and so the bar was set raised, and it was like, okay, this is a high bar now. Any tunes we get has to be good, like Rave Digger. You get what I'm saying? So I'm so happy because that's how we kind of set the bar for this compilation, because we was like, wow, this has got to be. And you even said to me, chap, you said, no, I'm gonna make sure nobody gives it no. It's got to be the best tunes. No, okay, I have a little tune that I got no plan for.
Normally,
none of that bullshit.
A compilation. Some producers they tend to say, okay, I have this tune here produced a long time ago. I'm gonna give it to this compilation.
No.
We don't have to think like that anymore. We are on V. We are in a 25 years old label, and we are one of the biggest drum and bass labels of the world, so let's make it big, like let's make the compilation big,
So that's because even Elside gave me a big tune as well, because he was like, yeah, okay, this is gonna come in. Big tune.
Like I told you, with the Brazilians, like the compilation it's a Brazilian thing, isn't it? So with the Brazilians, this truco game works like okay, Alibi made this tune which is okay, it's sounding nice, so I can't lose. Like I have to do something even bigger, and then outside came with a big one, and then the other guy will come with a bigger one, and that's how it goes,
I think he's even got track of Spy on there now, so
nice. Yeah, man.
BTK
the guy we can't compete.
And for me, he's like, I think nearly all the Brazilian producers are on this album. So he's got like BTK, and he's got Unreal on there, and he's got Dunk on there, and all of the boys, man, Akuna,
Acuna's back.
Andres. It's got the creme de la creme of Brazilian producers, and it's going to be a big album. So contribution to that as well.
Besides that compilation, we also have like, I think we are sitting in about 10 collabs with Elside. Don't tell anyone, please.
Yeah, I heard what you guys are cooking up with Leonardo, and it sounds really tasty, man. You guys been teasing me on the phone with little clips and stuff. Bryan, listen to this. And I'm like,
we only were gonna send it to you.
I need
when it's finished.
Because as long as I can get them for when the clubs are open, because you played me something with Fats on it down the phone, and I was like, oh my god.
That one is like tribal, isn't it? Like it's
one. I'm like, wow. When people put that tune there, it just blew my mind. I was like, what the hell is going on down there, man? That tune's sick.
And we also have some news. Sorry, Brad.
And then Fats was calling me up and saying, like, asking me, like, what going on with Alibi? So I said, listen here, just calm down, Fats, because between me and you, they're cooking up something good. I said,
every time Fats sees me, he wants to box me up. Like, I don't know what's happening. And, Cleavland, I remember taking the same airplane. I remember going to Sound and Bass, and we took the same airplane. I was sitting next to Cleavland, like in this airplane, and he took a selfie with me, like pretending he was boxing me, and sent to Fats. I don't know why these guys want to box me a lot,
Because they love you,
Yeah, but we love them, We love you, Fats. We love you, Cleavland. My family, they are family.
It's all love, man. It's all love. So, and it went really quick, man. So, thanks for chatting to us. I said the Alibi dub pack will be out this month. I said, check. What was the website again where you can get it from?
alibimusic.v.
VIP.
Yeah, man, you go get them, man. 12 bangers. If not, you can check it out on the V site as well. And all right, guys, man, it's good chatting to you, good catching up, and good seeing you, man. And,
good seeing you, man. And thanks us again for invited us to chat.
Thanks you guys for the music, man. You guys have been just killing it over the last few years, and everywhere I go, people are talking about you, loving what you're doing and stuff. So just keep it coming, man. We're loving it, yeah.
Thanks, Bryan. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. And hopefully we can meet again soon, and bring the vibes to the clubs, to the festivals, to everywhere we go, it's a pleasure to be part of this family.
For sure, man. All right, Fab. Say hi to Sarah and Pedro. You take care to you and say hi to the wifey and your family and everything from me and everybody else, yeah? You guys take care, yeah?
Thank you, Bryan. Yeah, all man. Right. You too, man.
Baby.
Bye. Wow, that was wicked. Let's say once again, shouts going out to DJ Chap and Level 2 for joining us on the V Recordings podcast this month for a good catch up. Remember, make sure you look out for the Alibi dub pack dropping this month. You can get it from the Alibi website, or you can copy it right here at the V Recordings store, vrecordings.com. 12 exclusive bangers, VIPs, remixes. You need it in your life. Yeah. And we do it again next month with another guest.
Touching my heart and penetrating.
But time for more super duper music. We're gonna roll it out in the mix right through to the end of the show. Kicking off with this: Paul T, Edward Oberon, Cleavland Watkiss, Music's Got Soul. This is gonna be the next single from the guys on V.
This music got soul. This music got soul. Soul music. Soul music.
Hey, yo, Bryan G, give us something exclusive. Even the cutting house didn't see it.
Soul music.
More from Cleavland Watkiss, this time alongside Singing Fats. This is the Breakage remix of Conversation. Break. That's a mouthful. Look out for this on Symmetry.
We're singing it loud. Total strangers can lead to great conversations, and often they do not know me. It's likely they will not judge me. to talk, come on.
Put on the list here. Me and the dog, you know.
Can't get away from these guys singing Fats again. This time with L Side. This is the break remix of I Times. Watch out for this on the L Side remixes. Gonna be running this one on vinyl as well. For all you vinyl junkies.
This is Dillinger. Bryan, play me another ching.
That's right, we keep it raw every time on the V podcast. More break. Calix and TB remix.
Keeping it raw, nothing less or more. I score every time for sure.
Brand new DLR, Sufferation.
pad is danger.
Time for a couple from the source.
Danger.
This is Danger.
Step inside the ring and I'll derange it. Come on. Once the pen hits the pad, it's danger. Step inside the ring and I'll derange it. Come on.
And you know we all love Scooby-Doo. More from the source.
Biting your style, man, and they coming out here making money like trying to hustle me, man.
Something brand new from Serum and Mosey. This one's rolling out proper.
This is MC Spider, special request right now to the mighty Bryan G on the 100V Recordings podcast. Big up yourself, rude boy. Rounds, oh gosh!
bad boy. Slater rolling them out continuously. This is Clover. New artist to me from out of Brazil. Goes by the name of Physical. This is Blood Overdrive.
In a mess.
More new music out of Brazil. This is Archetype and Loose Ends. Spy on the remix for BC.
So can you remind me?
Featuring Charlotte.
Can you remind me?
Hardin on vocals. Track and title, Remind Me. Spearhead Business.
Can you remind me? Can you remind me?
Yo, it's Mr. Zagadal. Walk around with the mic in my hand. Now, right about now, we're going to become Mr. Bryan G.
go? It's music from Anya level. It's time to grow. Where do we come from, baby? Where do we go? It's music from Anya level. It's time to grow. I couldn't make it into dry. We drum with the rock on it and come on with the line. Jack this thing on the downside fine. Make all the wavers stand up and cry. Stand up and cry. With the rock on me, say for me, I woulda died. Drop this thing on the downside fine. Make all the wavers stand up and cry. Big man with the rock on me, say for me, I woulda died. Drop this thing on the downside fine. I couldn't make it into dry. Rich man with the rock on me, say for me, I woulda died. Drop this thing on the downside fine. All the things first stand up and cry. I couldn't make it into dry. Spitting at the sky, you with the falling at your eye. Drop this thing on the downside fine. You can't stop the bubbling, baby. No. Where do we come from, baby? Where do we go? It's music from a higher level. It's time to grow. I couldn't make it into dry. We come with the rock on it, just for me with the die. Drop this thing on the downside time. Make all the wavers stand up and cry. It's music from a higher level. Spitting at the sky, you with the calling at your eyes. Drop this thing on the downside time.
Just give you another track from Paul T and Edward Oberon alongside Singing Fats. He's all over the shop today. This is Disruptor Wireless, forthcoming on V. Gonna send this one out to Manchester crew, all the Manchester mans them and the girls them. Rolling it out down there proper. Some mad talent going on down there. Shouts going out to Sam. Yeah, big up, man.
Representing V Recordings, and you're listening to Bryan G.
Gonna play one more after this and call it a wrap. More from the L-Side remix package that's coming out this month on V. It's gonna be on vinyl as well. This is the Spirit remix of Spellbound, taken from his Carnal Minds album. And it's a real special one for us, this one. Spirit on the remix for L-Side. Yeah, it's big. So watch out for this on vinyl and alongside the Break remix that we played earlier on of High Times. Also, there's going to be a Dogger and Mindstate remix of No Sound. And the Alibi and Inja. That's going to be a big EP. Night Prowler, Inja, Alibi remix. Look out for that. Also, yeah, talking about vinyl, lots and lots of vinyl coming out right now. All of a sudden, we've been waiting months and months. That's why we've had to kind of, people have been bugging us and saying, where's this? Because I've been playing stuff on the pod, saying that they're coming out, but because of the vinyl, everything's been held up. So it's not my fault. It's just that pressing is really slow at the moment. But luckily now, we've just got a load of test presses in. We've got the test presses for this one here. Also, we've got test presses for the new Command Strange EP. That's going to be on vinyl as well. So watch out for that. New Command Strange. We've got tracks from Track on there, Christina Tomeo and MC Favor. That's a big release as well from Command Strange. Also, we got the Legend Series vinyl, Ronnie Size, DJ Die and DJ Cross, all brand new legends forthcoming. We got the TPs. As soon as we check them and we sign them off, we can get the records in the shops. Not shops anymore, online. So bear with us, yeah, it's just mad out there at the moment with pressing and stuff like that. And we want to kind of do as much pressing as possible and give you guys as much vinyl as we can. But it is long, trust me, it's very long. I also going to squeeze in one more and call it a wrap. We're going to say once again, big shouts to Alibi, DJ Chopper and Level 2 for joining us on the pod this month. Also, remember we do it again next month with a special guest. Got that one lined up already, and it's completely different. It's not an artist and it's not a DJ, but it's going to be good, trust me. Also, yeah, just keep it V, man. Lots of things going on. New merchandise, lots of new music as well. We just had the Kodan release. Some. That's just come out on Liquid V. Brand new release from Kodan 4-track EP. And it's just like really tasty, yeah? Gonna leave you with something now from somebody that used to be knocking around back in the day, about 20 years ago or something like that. I don't think, even probably, you know what? I'd say probably about 25 years ago since these guys have been around, and all of a sudden they just popped up in my inbox. Bryan, we're back again. We're making some beats, but they want to go under a different name because I think they're just kind of feeling it out. So they're not going to use their original name. So they made a few beats and they sent them to me, and this one's my favorite. They're going under the alias of Ghost, appropriately for now, yeah. Somebody old, but something new. I mean, I don't mean you're old, mate. I mean, you guys have been around, put it that way, yeah? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. As I said, keep it V, lots of things going on. If you want to follow me as well, you can follow me on Twitter, V Forever, Instagram, DJ Bryan G, also Facebook, DJ Bryan G. Also, Spotify users, remember, check out my Bryan G Selects playlist on Spotify if you're a Spotify user. Always updated with fresh stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I'm playing on the show you can get on there as well, yeah? See you guys in 2 weeks. Also, before I go, remember the Alibi dub pack. You need that. Out this month on the Alibi website or the V Recordings website, yeah? Make sure you grab that. Also, look out for releases from the Bass Brothers on Chronic, Slater on Chronic, also Akuna.
Welcome. Now this is a Planet V special featuring Bryan G. We're gonna take you deep in a mix. Planet V got you, baby. Send for the original DJ to drop it.